our mission here is to bring you news from our own backyard because we want to reconnect local people, places, and things. Well, during one of my searches, I came across a website called goffstowntoday.com. And goffstowntoday.com, I think, is a pretty cool website. It covers Goffstown, Pinardville, New Boston, Dunbarton, and Ware. And it's sort of like a community news event kind of thing. And in fact, really, it's sort of a precursor. Well, we're with Bill Wynne, the founder of Goffstown Today. And what I'm trying to say is what Bill has started to do with goffstowntoday.com is actually part of our long-range multimodal media approach to connecting local people, places, and things in the greater Manchester area. So we were with the publisher of the site, Mr. Bill Wynne, who's been very helpful to us here at Girard At Large. And we're looking forward to hearing about his efforts to bring Goffstown, Pinardville, New Boston, Dunbarton, and Ware community news and how we're going to work together to make sure that those, among other areas in our listening area, are getting the news that's right in their own backyard. So, Bill, welcome to Girard At Large.
Good morning, Rich, and thank you for having me on the program today. It's a pleasure being here with you and the crew. It's amazing.
Thanks for being with us, Bill. So let's get right into it. Let's a little bit about your background and how you came about to do this site.
Well, early on, I was coming into retirement, and I was on Economic Development Council in Goffstown, and I was trying to figure out, well, what can I do here for the community? Am I going to have a lot of time on my hands and things like that? So I decided to start a business directory. And I did that, and I was taking still photos of sports games and things of that nature. A lot of fun, a lot of interaction with the community. And I said, you know what? This can go a lot further, and I can have a lot more fun with it. So it has become all-consuming. It's done nothing but grow and grow and grow. And our main focus at goffstowntoday.com is to cover the towns that you mentioned. But we don't chase fire trucks. We don't chase police cars. What we do is we chase down events. And one of the things that we are known for and what we specialize in, Rich, is our video productions. And people love taking a look at what happened if they couldn't make it. People love taking a look at what happened if they ended up in the video production. And we've literally done hundreds of them over the last, since we've been in exception.
Now, is this just all you, or do you have a system of people like the weather watchers? Do you have the event watchers in these towns feeding you information so that you can get it up on the site, or are you just out there running around like a fool all by yourself?
Oh, no, we're very well organized at goffstowntoday.com. It started out as me, myself, and I, but it can't be that anymore because of our growth. I do have interaction with all 4 communities. I subscribe to all the school newsletters, the town newsletters. If there's a newsletter out there, it's coming into our mailbox. And we take what we feel is a worthy event that's coming up. We put it in our calendar, our events and promotion calendar, which is in our nav bar. And if we feel it's worthy for a short story, we will do that. And that's another arena that we are embarking on at this point, using some local people who have media experience to start writing some stories for us.
Terrific. Girard At Large time is just about 7:15. We're here with Bill Wynne of goffstowntoday.com. We are with Bill Wynne, publisher of Goffstown Today. And, I made an allusion to your being a troublemaker in the town of Goffstown, which caused you to chuckle. And, I don't mind telling you, I'm sure there are people out there who think I'm off my rocker and controversial and maybe doing things that aren't necessarily accurate, although we are 100% accurate 100% of the time. Just ask me. And when I'm wrong, I'll tell you. But I'd be lying, Bill, if I didn't tell you that I had gotten some feedback from folks, especially in the town of Goffstown, who thought you were a bit of a hatchet man on certain issues or whatnot. And tell me about that. And frankly, I don't necessarily take that as a negative. It caused me maybe to dig a little deeper into your site and do a little more checking into who you were and your background before we sort of associated in this way. But what do you think is out there that has caused some upset to various people in your town?
What it boils down to, Rich, is sometimes things become controversial for whatever reason. And I have particularly one selectman who did not like the fact that I published a video of him and has got the word out that he said that I slandered him. Well, all I did was publish what he did in a meeting. I didn't do anything. I just brought out the news. My publication has been very forceful in the political arena. And it's, for instance, I'll take John Burt, who's on later on today in the program, Mark Warden, two freshmen congressional in Concord.
Yeah, it's two state reps.
So what happened there is they were the only two members running in the last primary election for seats that were brand new. They were the only two ones that advertised on my publication. Those two received the highest number of votes. Gee, I wonder why. You think it's because GoffstownToday.com is known for having a conservative voice and promoting the right side of the agenda? Yes, absolutely. Okay. I never say no to taking anything from either side or independents, but I will promote the heck out of the right side.
Okay, so you have an admitted political agenda.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. You know, it's kind of funny as I've gone about building the show and talking to people on both sides of the aisle, I get a lot of caution. You know, caution. Make sure that you give the other side access and you're not one-sided. So now, Goffstown Today, this is an advertiser-supported site?
Yes, it is. And we don't make any money, basically, Rich. But what it boils down to is we have a great sports guy, Steve Pouliot, who does all the NASCAR and the football for us. Tom Zotti, who's going to be doing hockey. We also have some local writers that do the local sports. I have a team that goes out and films what games we can get a hold of. We'll be filming the night game in Goffstown on the field under the lights.
I'm happy to say that we've got the athletic director of Goffstown.
His name escapes
me. Yeah, his name escapes me at the moment. Give me a minute. But he's coming on with us Friday morning to talk about that.
Perfect.
Steve Fountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve Fountain's coming on. Okay.
Steve Fountain's coming.
Great.
Yeah.
That's what we do. You know, we have some great stories, contributing writers, market chat for financial information. I've got Ivan Bellevaux, who does his thought on from local all the way through to the world order. It's a great publication to get all sides, and we cater to every corner of the world that we can, whether it's in our local community or not.
Well, you know, and what excited me about finding your publication and subsequently talking to you is that your mission for the communities that you serve is the exact same mission that we have here at Girard At Large for Manchester and the surrounding towns, which includes all of the communities you serve.
Yes, it does.
And that is to reconnect local people, places, and things by bringing them news from their own backyard. And it is a challenge. It's a struggle because the resource question, the time question, advertiser support question. Right. You know, I'm not happily retired like you are. I need to have this thing, produced for my family, or we're going to be living in a box. Saying, help us, please.
Are you saying my pension check helps?
I'm sure it does.
Yes, it does.
But the other, and we think that's important. And so let's talk about the mission of local media just in the remaining time that we have. We have about a minute and a half left.
All right.
So, and I don't view you as a competitor. I view you as a contributor. What's the word? A compatriot, not a competitor, in our efforts to bring this news back to local people. And what I've found, and what's really surprised me, what didn't surprise me was the demand for local news. What has surprised me is how badly I underestimated that demand. Almost every guest, by the way, that I have this week.
It's incredible, Rich.
All but two of the guests that we've had this week were guests that either we were solicited and asked to come on.
We're proud to be carrying
and that's huge.
Your logo on our publication. We have been promoting your guest and your show as much as we possibly can. I think it's a great opportunity for both of us to move into the arena of local. You want to be there, we want to be there, and we enjoy being here today especially.
Well, that's great, and we're looking forward to working with you moving forward.
It's good to have a friend in Goffstown.
Hey, there you go.
Goffstown. Now, I kind of cracked up when I saw the website first because you listed Pinardville as if it were an entity. Years ago, there was a joke, a running joke on WFEA, about, the winery in Pinardville. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but they used to talk about the winery in Pinardville.
Yeah, it was kind of hidden, though.
Kind of a running joke. And, we on the west side, especially because I grew up in West Manchester, Pinardville was always like a state of mind, So why separate out little Pinardville?
Rich, it boils down to the people in Pinardville who really just like that 03102 zip code. They don't want a thing to do with it, to be honest with you. And when you think about it, Goffstown is beautiful in two special ways. It has a business district in Girardville, and it has a village district in the village. And you know what? They're both two different things. They cater to two different arenas in our wonderful community. And I have to tell you, if you need something, you can go to Bernardville. If you need something, you can go to the village. It's your choice. But that 03102 zip code is really costly.
Isn't it Bernardville?
Well, I've heard a couple.
If you're on the other side of the village, it's Bernardville.
The other thing that's beautiful are my floors, courtesy of Tim St. Paul at St. Paul Wood Floors. We have to wrap up this segment, Bill. We're coming into the bottom of the hour break. We thank you for joining us here today at Girard At Large, and we'll look forward to having you back.